What's up, guys? So today I'm bringing you guys another install video. I hope y'all like it because I'm already liking it. It is the sequential turn signals on the side mirrors. So this is what they look like. As you can see, they start off at one point, then to the other, instead of just blinking on and off like the stock ones do. So let me go ahead and show you what those look like here. As you can see, they're a lot dimmer, and I don't know, I just don't like them. And they're also very clear. If you can see, these ones over here have a slight tint to them. So they kind of blend in a lot better, and they're a lot brighter. So, and you're trying to turn, someone's gonna for real see you. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the install, and I'll show you guys what you'll need. All right, y'all, so these are the tools you'll be needing. So first things first, you need a torque 10 or a T10 bit, just because there are some T10s in there. Also, I'm gonna be interchanging these, but you also need a Phillips, if possible, a very pointy one. And then also a flathead, the thinnest one, and not that wide because you'll be pressing in some clips there. I got like 2 extra screwdrivers just because that is a lot of prying, and also a pry tool if you have one. Alright, so before I go ahead and install it, I want to show you guys the differences between them. So this is a stock one. As you can see, it's very clear. It's just like a small light over here. And this one is the upgraded one, which is a little bit darker in tint, and it's a light all over. So it's a lot brighter on that end. Instead of just a light hitting here and trying to reflect all this, it's all of this. And it was pretty cheap. I want to say I spent like 28 bucks, less than 30 on this. So it's a relatively cheap mod. And guys, for obvious reasons, I'm going to be using 2 hands whenever I do this stuff. So I'm going to tell you what to do first, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. So first things first, push the mirror on that side, just so you have room in here. So you can go ahead and get your pry tool and stick it in here and like start pushing the mirror out, like the actual mirror. Don't worry if you're gonna break or anything. This thing's meant to pop out. There's just some clips in there, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after. Sorry guys, I fixed the lighting situation in here because the sun was out, so I closed the garage and have a light in here now. But yeah, so push this to the side, and then this will be more pryable. So stick the pry tool in there and you'll start pulling every edge out. So all it takes is one good tug on it, and boom, this comes out. So those are the clips that are grabbing on, and it's grabbing onto that round thing, which is like the gyro that moves all the stuff around. But after that, what you're gonna wanna do is remove this clip, which is in there. It'll just pop out really easy. And then come these things. These things are super annoying and hard to pull out, but it's recommended you pull them out because it makes things a lot easier. Alright guys, so I was able to pull them out, and I just put a piece of tape on one of them and then the other one as well, just so I know which one's which. Alright guys, so for this next step, this is where your T10 comes in. So there is a screw right here, right there, and right there. So 3 T10s right there, so 3 of them in total. And then I'll show you guys where the Phillips is, which is up here. So this one right here, not this one, the one above it. It's a Phillips head. And then people think there is a screw right here. Sometimes there's not. It's just a blank hole. So don't think, oh, someone might have taken this out. It's just a blank hole. From all the videos I've seen and stuff like that, nobody has that screw. So in total, it's just 4 screws. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you. So now all the screws have been removed, all 4 of them, and now we're gonna go ahead and do is get the flathead that is the smallest and thinnest one you can possibly find, because you're gonna be wanting to press in these clips right here. So there's a clip right here, and see that little box right there. Put your flathead in there, and I'll show you guys what to do, but I just want to show you where they're at first. So there's one right here, and then the other one is a little bit more hidden. It's behind this little thing right there. So what you want to do is, I go from the back, and I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, but this is the main one you want to go ahead and get, which is on the inside. So put your flathead in there. You're gonna want to push it down, and when you do, grab this part and kind of tug on it, so it kind of like disengages it. Because if you just press on it and just try to push it up, it's not gonna move because there's nothing, you know, it needs this tug. So remember, put your flathead in there and tug up, and after that you might need to go in there. Sometimes this one will also come up as well. It won't break or anything. So that's what we're gonna do first. So let me go ahead and do that. You might hear a click when it does that, and then I'll show you guys the next step. So hopefully you guys were able to see and hear also it sounds like cracking and stuff like that, but once you tug up, those clips get locked up here, and I went ahead and did this one too, so I did both. So this is a little bit up. From what I've been seeing in other people's videos is they do it really slowly, and then after that they start going towards the back here and they start like prying all this. But the thing is, I didn't want to do that because this is plastic and this might mess up this. So, and a lot of people when they started doing that and all that, it started breaking the clips back here. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. I didn't break any clips on the other side, so I went ahead and did that. And then also there is a clip back here, so you're gonna wanna press that back while you lift it up, because if you don't, you're gonna be struggling because this clip is grabbing on. So from what I've seen, it's mostly the ones you're gonna be playing with is this one, and then this one. And then after that, it's gonna be some tugging, and I'll pretty much show you guys how I went ahead and did it on the other side. That sounds really bad, but I promise it's not. All right, so I don't know if y'all saw me just tug on that and just pull it the hell out, but it sounds like everything broke, but I promise you it didn't. So let me go towards the back. As you can see, everybody breaks this clip. That clip is not broken. The ones back here pulled off as well. These ones pulled off as well. See if I can focus. The ones back here are okay. It's just a giant tug. Like, you have to really tug on it to pull this off, because if not, you're gonna be working on this for a while. And that's it. But next thing's next is this thing's really like grabbed on there, so kind of play with these wires and stuff to pull everything out. Let me see. What's it grabbing onto here? There's always something. Oh, it's this. There you go. And then bam, the cover's off. And I want to go ahead and show you guys that nothing's broken in there. It's just one giant tug you really have to do, but there's nothing in there that's broken. So I don't know how that looked in video. It might have looked really bad, but I promise you it's okay. Other than that, you're gonna have to unscrew that bolt that's right there. I don't know if you can see it towards the middle. Let me try to point it out real quick, 1 second. It's right there. So you're gonna have to pull that out with the T10 as well. And then I'll show you guys how to go ahead and unclip this. All right, so now what you're gonna wanna do is there's a clip right here. So if you can stick the flattest flathead you have under and then pull it out. So after that, grab your clip, grab your new piece, and the same way it went in, or pulled out, is the same way it goes back in. So after you have that, what you're gonna wanna do is just install it back in there, put the screw back in, so you can go ahead and start putting everything back together. So let me go ahead and screw that back on here. So I kind of started here. It's not hard. I went ahead and screwed that in already, and then after that, it's just a cover. So remember, make sure all these clips are in as well. You don't want any of them hanging out, because if not, you have to undo it to put everything back in. But just go ahead and slide it back in, and then I'm gonna show you guys the popping in process of that. Alright guys, so remember there's clips that we had to like push in to get this thing out. Make sure those go into the right slots, because if not, they'll bend and you won't be able to get them in there. So once that is lined up, you'll be able to start like popping everything back in. Like so. That's it. So next thing's next, just put all the screws back in. Remember there's 4 of them. Remember where that flathead goes. If you don't remember, or not where the flathead, the Phillip. If you don't remember, watch the video again and you'll be able to tell where all the screws go. But the finer ones, the finer thread, go in those 2 first slots. And then the ones with the more coarse thread will go in the other slots. So that's how you remember that. Because if you put in the one with the coarser thread into the softer thread one, you're gonna strip all that in, and then you're not gonna be able to get it out, or it's gonna break or something like that. So just remember where all these go. And if you guys need to remember, watch the video again. So let me put these in. So final thing's final. Let's go ahead and put the mirror in. So remember I have the tape, right, all that. But first I'm gonna put this big clip in. So like this. go ahead and stick it back in its slot, and then put this clip back in that I broke. Hopefully it works, please. Just be gentle with them again. Pulling off the tape, the other clip. And I believe these are just the heating elements that you have, like, you know, because your ears are able to get warm if you put them in that setting. Just make sure they're all the way in so that everything works there. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm just throwing this on the ground. Line it up. Just make sure everything works. And once you turn on the car and put your settings back in and remove it, you'll be able to, this will work. I promise you it will work. So that's all good to go. Let's make sure it works. Let me turn on the lights. And bam. All good. And installed. It looks dope. Yeah, I think it makes the car look a lot like more new, because I believe newer cars have this type of turn signal instead of just a blinking one. And it's a lot brighter as well. And when it's not on, it's just dark. So it complements the car really well. And I believe they make rear taillight ones. So it's just a thing you have to clip in there. I might look into that as well, just so everything matches up. So I'm gonna be taking a look into that next, and hopefully that's the next model. That is done. If y'all like it, please let me know. Comment down below what you guys think of it. Let me know what you guys think of the install. And thank you for the subscriber who mentioned this, and that's the reason why I did it. If you guys have any ideas, please comment down below what I should do next, or what you guys would want to see on this car, or things that you're thinking about buying. I can go ahead and try to get, so I can let you guys know if it's worth it. But thanks guys for watching another install video. Until next time guys, peace.